Um, I think it's been 7 days ever since I've done the last video. So this is a little bit of an update on the progress basically. Um, well, one of the things I've observed from the actions that I took from last time is since I deleted all social media, my mind has been much more quieter. But I'm not going to lie and act like it's a easy thing. It was not easy at all. It's still not easy. No, sometimes I still scroll and I tend to get frustrated over the fact that I can't find those certain apps in my phone, like TikTok or Instagram. But really, the week has been going fine without those. And well, I feel my mind is much more quieter now than it was before, and it is like I yearn, like I crave for more silence in my mind now, because really I've learned, I've come to appreciate silence. My mind is no longer like filled with unnecessary things. Well, it is, but not as much as before. It is like much more better, and I also have more time in my hands right now to do what I have to do, the necessary things. But there's well, the last time I took the video, there was no water. Even now, there's still no. We still don't have water since from that day, but it's really nothing serious, But yeah, it is sort of a challenge, especially when it comes to working out, because after you work out, you must freshen up. So might be asking yourself, why am I working out? There's some things I want to do since I've deleted social media from my phone, and I'm only left with YouTube for learning purposes. I've actually spent more time like listening to music and just surfing the web for volatile and lucrative things to do regarding trying to make money. But I have a plan. There's something that came up. I was told by ChatGPT, and I want to do it, but it really needs a lot of startup capital, because it needs a website, and I don't know coding, and it also needs like certain content to be created, so I need to find somebody who can make those videos, a freelancer that can make those videos, and I know they will charge a lot, and I must also pay for AI narrating, but I think the freelancer can cover that too. Yes, and then also marketing is going to need a lot of marketing, but I think I can have a big break with that. So what's the plan I want to take you? I can't really go into detail with that. I totally believe that you don't really tell prepare your plan in detail, but I'll tell you my plan for the rest of the month, for the rest of March. Well, my mind, as I said, is much more quieter than before, and I think the major contributor to that is obviously no longer having social media in my phone. But um, another thing is um, as much as my mind is more quiet, I don't really feel like it's as quiet as I really want it to be. As I said, I yearn for more silence now. I thought maybe it's going to have a small impact. This action of deleting social media will have a small impact, but my mind has been more silent. I have more self control over things. I make more rational decisions. Like my thinking is optimum to some extent, but I can say that I'm not entirely satisfied as of yet. But I think because this is just the first week, I think as I go on, maybe after 3 months, it will be way more effective, because right now it's moving at a very quick rate. The benefits are very much prominent now. It's in such a short space of time. But I feel like I went for a walk today, just to make my mind more quiet, because I do feel like it's not quiet enough as I would wish it to be. But yes, I've been able to make more better decisions. Things that things that I would normally do, which don't really make sense. I'm not really eager to do them. I don't really even care about them anymore at this point. Walking walking around and stuff. No, I really don't want to be wasting time right now. As I've said, the three of us is me, it's KP, and it's Tony. We're trying to make financial financial situations better, but I don't really want them to be around me as much, because now I really want everyone to focus, to be more real, because we can't be saying we're working together whilst we know that we are well acquainted, we are sort of like friends, or we are friends, because now whenever we come together, three of us, we say we are going to work, do some work maybe for an hour, and then spend the next 2 hours talking, and then next thing you know, it's too late to actually continue working. They must now go back to their homes, and then I have to be walking them back, then I have to come back, just wasting time and going around at night. I've noticed that time is very valuable, and there is a certain degree of regret, saying, well, like, I feel like I should have not even downloaded those social media platforms from the beginning, because I feel like they've took so much of my time. But what I can say is I am proud of myself for noticing what is actually bringing me back, pulling me back, and actually dragging me down, But I still feel like there are some elements in my life that I'm still not doing right, which like not having social media. It plays a part, but it's not entirely enough. There's something in my mind that tend to get like frustration, because I feel like my mind is quiet, but not as quiet as I wanted to be. So I've came up with a solution to go on this sort of like long or short walks alone, just to make sure that my mind is much more quiet. But also I've decided that I must start to meditate, and actually implement something from I learned from Iman Kaji, the monk mode protocol, which I think already 50 to 60% of that protocol I think I am already doing, because I don't have social media. Secondly, I don't smoke and I don't drink. Therefore, there are some things in the monk mode protocol, but I'm not doing some of the important things, like meditating, reading, and actually working hard, and also working out. So that's my plan for this month in March. By the end of March, I want to make sure that I actually figure out what is not making my mind to be at peace as much as I want it to be, because I thought it was social media, but it seems to be more than that. Even though social media was part of it, but it seems to be way more than that. That's why I want to do meditating. I think maybe it will play a part, but as we all know, meditating doesn't work as quickly as getting rid of social media. Removing social media worked like in like is it I think it's been 7 days or 6 days now. So in a week or less, I've come to see the effects in a week or less, which is great. But something like meditation and actually exercising, I know they will also bring peace to my mind, but not by the end of the month, because they really need time to actually have an effect. It's a helicopter, but let's not mind that, to have an effect. So I will do them, but those are lifetime things. Those are things I must do now, and even when I'm successful, even when I make one day, maybe I start making my first $1,000 or $10,000 or $100,000, or I become a millionaire, or make my first 100 million, because that's where I think I want to end up. 100 million. Don't want to be a billionaire. I don't think there's anything that I want that will actually need me to have a billion. My wants and needs, think maybe $100 million, I'll be fine, maybe. But we'll see when we get them. So another update, I haven't really made any money whatsoever, but once again, that website that made me get $4 last month has actually managed to give me like, what's it, 0.459, I think somewhere around those lines, which I checked it out, it was like 5 rand. So it's like a few cents. It's not even $1 as of yet, not even $1. So but well, I will try to keep on trying to figure out what it is that I must do. There are many things out there. They just need me to actually put in the work, and focus on them. So by the end of this, before this month ends, I want to have figured out what am I going to do. What am I going to do that will maybe make me make my first $100 at this point, or my first $10. I can't say my first dollar, because I've already made my first dollar online, but this is my first $100 or first $1,000. Um, Also, those are the things. Finding a way to make $100. Let's say $100. But the goal is to make $6,000. Let's not forget, the goal is to make $6,000, which is 100,000 rands. So now I'm setting the bar low. Just for now, to find something that can make me at least $100 in a short space of time. Okay, and then second thing is I need to start working out. I am working out, but as I said, the water cut is dragging me back. I will update you if the water comes back or not. And then I also need to start meditating, and I need to start working hard. But here's the 16. This is number 6 is I have to get a job, a real job out there. Even though I am trying to make a living from the internet, because I decided not to go to university, and my first along with not going to university, my plan was also not to get a job, because I don't want to be trapped in a job. So I've decided to come up with a solution to get a job that is non-contractual, a job at a car wash, or a job at just an odd job, basically, to raise money so that I can fund myself to maybe get a course, or to pay for those freelancers and try that thing out. Even though it requires a lot of money, there are a lot of people who have done it, but they really spend a very, very high amount of money to do that. Now there are people allegedly who spent $5 million. The lowest I think was $250,000, but don't think it is impossible to do it with a small amount of money, as I'm planning. Or maybe I might do it in the future, but we'll see. I'll also come up with another thing to do in the meantime. I was also thinking something along the lines of real estate, also start on that as soon as possible, but also it also requires money, I mean, it is, I hear people saying you can make money for free online. That's if you were given a job. But if you want to make a serious amount of money, like a business type of money, there's no way you're going to do that through a job, whether online or not online. I've come to accept that you really need to use money to make money. Okay, that's that. But this whole journey is not about me only making money, but it's also about me, developing myself as a whole, and being the best version of myself. I just don't want to be rich. It doesn't make sense. I'm just rich, but what's the point of being rich but you're overweight, or being rich but you're not really that intelligent? So yeah, I also have books in my phone, quite a few books that can literally last me for like the whole year. So I have to start reading books, absorbing knowledge, useful knowledge. I'm not talking about novels here, love stories and Knight in Shining Armors type of books, real books with real implementable information. That's another part of the plan. So I guess there are seven goals I want to do, but the other, as I said, other goals there are before the ones I've clarified. Some are those I must accomplish before the end of the month, and well, some I'm going to do for a lifetime, and then some I must do them right now in time for me to focus and all those stuff. So I also another challenge is whatever I must do is I must be able to do it on my phone, because I don't have a laptop anymore, and I don't want to be disturbing my sister with the schoolwork, constantly, changing the user in the laptop. I don't want to end up making a mistake and deleting the assignments or something like that. So I will try to find something to make me man through my phone in the meantime. I see this as more of a challenge than an obstacle. I don't really like to see things as obstacles that block my path, but I see them more of like challenges. But also right now, I appreciate being alone more, because I can think more. Even now, I'm alone. I wasn't even thinking of recording this video. I was really conflicting in my mind, myself, battling my mind with myself, that should I go and watch TV with my siblings, or should I really stay here alone and listen to my thoughts, and make an update, and get information. Also, I was also thinking of listening to music. I was trying to listen to music, but I don't know, it doesn't really feel the same anymore as before. I like to listen to music loudly and for a long time. These days, I can play it for a short while. If I'm playing it really loud, I can play it like for a short while, and then if it's quiet, maybe an hour maximum, unless there's no electricity, because there's no electricity, there's a limitation also. So when there's no electricity, I can watch the workout tutorials, do my workouts, from the downloaded for later videos on YouTube, and watch those information videos. But I also want to start using that time to meditate, and I want to be resourceful with my time. I don't really want to waste my time. I want each and every second of my day to really be put to good use, so I don't know, maybe tomorrow I might go around, seek for a job. Don't think my mom would have a problem with me, because it wouldn't be my first job. Does that and then I'll try to save up as much money as I can and really invest it where it can be lucrative, where it can actually bring me returns, guaranteed returns. But I know I will guarantee success by going to move mode, focusing on myself. I know people, it might seem like I'm turning on people now because I want to be alone, and work, but I really feel like I don't have much time left. Literally left with like 9 months and a few days until the year ends, and I can't be in the same place because that will be proving um my 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 family correct by when they were saying that you can't really be successful when you don't go to school, or you can't be successful when you don't listen to them, because as I said, I want to be the first proper millionaire in this house, and just revolutionize the whole concept and really be the first one to have a supercar in this house, or just a sports car for that reason, and actually buy a big house, I want to be the first one to do that, I want to be the first one to reinstate the reputation in this family, and make us don't know if notorious is the proper word, but put us back on the map, and make my mom proud, by buying a house and a car. But I don't really know which car am I going to buy my mom, because all she said is she likes BMW, and then that's it. That's all she told me. She said when I asked her like, what type of house would you like, she was very much specific about where and which type. Which, okay, I was not really happy with it. I mean, the houses she referred to they're big, they're in a safe place, but sorry for that. Sorry for that. It was a call from